want to talk about the first stage of follow-up. And this is the one that most people forget. And this is that initial conversation with a seller. So let's pretend like you have a cold caller calling for you, and this lead comes into your database, right? Or a direct mail lead, and this thing is sitting here. What most people do, okay, 90% of people do, is they call once and they leave a message. Hi, this is Joe. I was calling about your property. You may want to sell. Call me back if you're interested in selling.
Yeah.
Click.
You talked to my associate, George, who told me that you were interested in selling. Call me back.
Yeah. So most people, will leave a message. Conversation over. I already called this person. Right? This person didn't call me back, begging me to buy their property. They weren't ready to jump off a cliff. Not motivated. It's over. I'm done. Right? But I'm glad that we're on the TTP channel because this is Talk to Proactive. Okay? Talk to Proactive. That's what I think we should call this show. So we invented a little something called the Stalker Method. Okay? And the Stalker Method is actually an initial level of follow-up to get somebody on the phone. So I understand that if you're doing a cold call and you get somebody on the phone, initially that's great, right? But if you're trying to get that initial conversation, you're in that discovery period, okay? You got to use the Stalker Method. And so the Stalker Method is exactly like it sounds. If people knew what you were doing, they'd say, are you a stalker? All right? So Brent, let me ask you a question, right? You're a married man.
Yep.
Let's say we're doing this show right now and your cell phone is across the room. Your calls you once, right? Do you answer the phone while you're on the show?
No, I'd be like, maybe she forgot I have a show. Right? I don't know. Yeah.
That phone rings twice, Brent, right? What do you do?
What's going on here?
Maybe you're thinking about it. You're like, what's going on?
Could be an emergency. Right? Yeah.
That phone rings 3 times. What does Mr. TTP do?
I'm on the phone. Yeah.
You are on that phone right then and there, okay?
Yep.
And we call this the Stalker Method. So if you call somebody back, and I'm telling you this right now, if you implement this right now, you will see your contact rate triple almost immediately.
Love it.
Okay? And you want to do this by hand, right? And you get somebody on the phone, and if that doesn't work, send them a text and leave a message, right? But you're you're going to see your contact rate go through the roof. On day 2, you do that twice, leave a message, send a text. On day 3, you do that one more time, okay? And if after the 3rd day, they don't respond to that, then it's okay to keep that lead in your database. But you got to create some heat, some fire in your follow-up in that initial contact. And if you do that, right, you're going to get a lot of information. Perhaps you may get to disqualify that person, but at least now you've sped that process up.
And that's what I want to talk about, Todd, is why is it so much easier to do lead generation than it is to do lead follow-up? Why is it so much easier to hunt than it is to gather? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that you're saying why is it easier to do lead generation than conversion?
Yes.
Because it's really, really easy to test the waters with people, right? It's really, the conversation is nice. Don't have to have any uncomfortable conversations. Even though cold calling is hard, at least, I could play on the surface.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But Todd, go back and if you're listening to me, I want you to run towards the truth, right? You've got to charge, you got to run towards the gunfire, right? And if you're going to get shot down, if you're going to get a no, I just want to find out today, right? If you don't love me, if you want to break up with me, if you want X, Y, Z, just tell me so I can save my time.
It's so funny, Todd, because I just was talking about let them dump you. Let them dump you. It's okay. It's okay. Right. You're going to find somebody that wants to date you, wants to work with you. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. We need to sift through all the leads that will never do business with us and get to the people that will do business with us. And what you're saying is run to that truth. Go ahead.
And I'm going to get to that in a second. Right. But one of the things I would say is also turn those tables. So instead of the one being dumped, it's a little bit of a mental shift, right? Is we're going to be doing the breaking up.
Sure.
Right? Absolutely. You're going to be doing the breaking up saying, this is not right. I don't think we're a fit. I think you should talk to a realtor. I think you should keep it. I think that you should rent to your son rent-free for 5 years and have the property deteriorate. That's what you want to do. Go for it. Right? But we're going to find that answer, and it gives you energy and power, enthusiasm. And when you do that, right? That's going to drive you and give the energy to go towards the person who's going to enable you to make a 5-figure check, which, man, I'm pumped up. By the way, all this, what I'm reading from here today, by the way, is this is actually the technique in our no limit selling system.
Yep.
If you want to find out more about that, go to convertwholesaledeals.com. Is that the link? I think it is. Convertwholesaledeals.com.
I have every single one of my acquisition managers go through it. That's our training. That's our lead follow. That's our conversion training is convertwholesaledeals.com. I mean, it's the no limits. Yeah. I mean, it's
go ahead, sir.
The best of the best. If you like this video, smash that subscribe button because we put out new videos every single day. And if you have a question that you want me to answer personally, join us live every Wednesday.